As part of the ongoing negotiations for a hostage deal, Hamas has submitted a list of Palestinian prisoners it demands to have released from Israeli prisons, including senior terrorists serving life sentences and the body of Yahya Sinwar. Sinwar was the architect of the October 7th massacre and leader of Hamas in the Gaza Strip until he was killed by IDF troops in October. He was handed 4 life sentences by Israel in 1988 before his release during the Gilad Shalit deal in 2011.
Unfortunately, after Gilad Shalit deal, he was released. I myself was against, the release of Yahya Sinwar because I knew if he will be outside, he will make a lot of trouble for the Israelis.
Now, Israel is again facing the same dilemma of releasing terrorists with the blood of Israelis on their hands and vetoing 72 names, with 8 being some of the most notorious terrorists that Israel has imprisoned. Marwan Barghouti, the former Secretary General of Fatah in the West Bank, he was arrested in 2002 after orchestrating terror attacks that killed 5 Israelis and injured several others. Barghouti has emerged as a front-runner to replace current Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Also on the veto list is Abdallah Barghouti, a former commander of Hamas's military wing in the West Bank. Known as Hamas's engineer, he was a bomb maker responsible for the death of over 60 Israelis during the Second Intifada. He is currently serving an unprecedented 67 life sentences, which is 5,200 years. Ahmed Sadat, the former head of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, organized the assassination of former tourism minister Rehavam Ze'ev in 2001. Israel is also refusing to release Ibrahim Hamed, the mastermind behind most of the suicide bombings during the Second Intifada and who led Hamas's Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade in the West Bank during that time. He held the significant position of second-in-command within the terrorist organization in the West Bank, behind Salah al-Arori, who was killed in Beirut in 2023. Abbas al-Sayed orchestrated the 2002 Passover massacre at a Netanya hotel. The devastating suicide bombing attack killed 30 and injured 140 in one of the deadliest terror attacks of the Second Intifada. Following the attack, Israel declared a state of emergency and, after calling up 20,000 IDF reservists, launched a large-scale counter-terrorism raid in the West Bank. This was the first time the IDF invaded the area since the Oslo Accords. Also on Israel's veto list is Mahmoud Issa, who participated in the abduction and killing of Israeli soldier Nassim Toledano and attempted killing of 2 other soldiers. And finally, brothers Muaz and Othman Bilal. The 2 were part of Israel's broader campaign against members of Hamas and its military networks during the early 2000s amid the Second Intifada. The brothers were accused of playing key roles in Hamas's military wing. As Israel is refusing to release these prisoners, it is unclear how this may affect the ongoing negotiations and emerging hostage deal.